Hey guys, it's Carter from We Love Fire Alarms here, and today we are going to look for the 600 subscriber special at the deep dark secrets that lurk behind my panel. For this 600 subscriber special, I thought it would be cool to show you how my DIY home-built panel works, so you guys can maybe build one on your own if you'd like. And I just thought it'd be cool to show you guys the inside and whatever. So I'm not going to be activating any of the devices. You see, I'm showing them because you guys requested them and you guys know what they are. But simply because it is very late at night and this system vibrates my whole house. So we will not be setting them off. However, the Gentex strobe will be going off. So getting started, you'll notice there are 4 buttons here. This one on the far left is a fire drill button. If I push this, it will activate the alarm. Here we go, and you can see the strobe flashes. And just turn that off, you simply press it again, and it resets. The key switch is wired to this, as well as all the other pull stations are all in line with that. So let's go over to the second button. This button is the acknowledge switch. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and pull down the pull station, and you'll notice the strobe starts up there. And I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge the panel and silence. So we're going to click acknowledge, and then we're going to click up the silence. Now I'm going to go ahead and reset the pull station. Go. I'm just going to leave that unlocked because I'm going to be pulling that a lot. So you'll notice the strobe keeps flashing, and that's all because of the acknowledge switch. There used to be a buzzer in here that was connected to the panel, but I've disconnected it since because it was annoying, and I believe I even used it for something else. But what the switch is a switch that activates 2 circuits. If I switch it down, it activates 1 circuit. If I switch it up, it activates another. I had it switched so when it was down, the buzzer would be on and it would be able to activate with the alarm. And when the switch was switched up in the buzzer silence position, it was connected to the fire drill switch portion, which would keep the alarm activated when I silence the panel, allowing for audible silence even after the pull station was reset. So that's what that is, and that's how the strobes keep flashing after the pull station is reset. And to do a system reset on this panel, you got to push these 2 switches down, back like this, because that turns off the acknowledge and that turns off silence. Silence is the same thing. It activates 2 circuits. So when it's like this, it's allowing power to go to the horns, and here it turns off the power to the horns but turns on power to the light. So that's how this switch works. This switch in the middle doesn't do anything anymore. It used to, I don't even remember what it does, but it's just a dead switch that really doesn't do anything. I believe it may be, I think it was part of a supervisory thing when I had like another alarm over here, but I don't know, I forget what that is. It doesn't do anything currently. I can push it, nothing happens. But those are the buttons that work on the panel. And the lights, there's no more lights here. There's just this one I've been too lazy to take out. Lights used to be connected in series to the pull stations, so when one was activated it would go off. So in case you're wondering how to do a walk test on this panel, what happens is you reset the pull station without acknowledging. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that down again, and the strobe fires up, and all I have to do is reset and the thing turns off. So that's how I do a walk test on that, and basically when I turn the key switch it's in walk test mode. I don't usually bother resetting. I can do either way. But yeah, that's how that works. So yeah, there we go. So this panel, the whole thing runs on 27 volts DC. What I've done is I've connected 3 9 volts together to get me 27 volts, which is plus or minus 3 volts what I need, because it really depends. Usually by the time I use it, it goes down to the proper voltage. These are brand new, so the system's running really great right now. So yeah, that's what the panel runs on. I also have a Bachmann power supply, but I could plug this panel into the wall, but I do not, because this outputs filtered DC or something that Vibratone doesn't like, and many other of my alarms do not like as well. And for the final part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and open up the dress plate. So, as you can see, here's what the panel looks like on the inside. It's a bunch of wires and it's a bunch of mess and junk and whatever. Hey! I found my door sensor. I've been looking for that. What about that? As you can see, I store random junk in here. Here's an LED. Wow. But, yeah, so underneath this, I gotta be really careful because things are starting to kind of fall apart here. This is actually part of this plastic is from a tote lid, actually. Fun fact. Maybe we'll win you $2 at a trivia night. So there's what the inside looks like. Let me get a light for you guys. It's really terrible lighting. There we go, now my flash is on. So inside, here's what the panel looks like on the inside. As you can see, it's a bunch of terminal blocks. There's the switches, and it all runs in a wiry mess. And what goes on is this wires come out through here into these terminal blocks so I can tie in more alarms. Here's where the, I believe this is where the wall system there is tied in. And they all go out in different directions, and there's more stuff behind the board, as you can see. More terminal blocks, more wiring. It's all a very complex network of wires and cables, and when one thing breaks, it is a big pain in the butt because I have to go through everything. It's not very organized like me, but it works, and the panel works great. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how my panel works. You guys might find that interesting. If you guys want to build a panel like this, feel free to do so. It's a lot of work, but I've had a lot of fun doing it. So with that being said, thank you so much for 600 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And like the video, leave comments, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.